Passive income. It sounds perfect, right? Making money while you sleep. It almost sounds too good to be true. Well, the reality is, that's because it is. If you clicked on this video thinking you could make $100 per day, $500 per day, with zero effort and it being truly passive, then unfortunately, this doesn't exist. And the reality is, doing anything and making any sort of money requires some effort. Now, this level of effort and the level of activeness required depends on what it is that you're looking to do. But there's no such thing as 100% passive income. Now, there are definitely forms of income that are less active than others. Let's say such as investing in real estate. A lot of people say, look, this is passive investing, there's nothing to do, but the reality is there are a lot of moving parts. And let's say your tenant's lease is up and you have to find a new tenant. Even if you use an agent for that process, you as the landlord still have to review the applications and pick a tenant to move into your investment property. And so there's still work involved. And so that's still a level of active investing. And this is just a simple example to show that passive investing is just simply not a thing. The way to think about active income is more on a sliding scale, with the far left-hand side being the least active and on the far right-hand side being the most active, and just simply removing the word passive from the equation, because like I mentioned earlier, it's just not true. And so this way you can look at different investing opportunities on how you can make money based on how active the opportunity will be. Why am I telling you this? Well, this is because many people online, which you might have seen before, are selling online courses for $2,000 or cryptocurrency schemes or get rich quick schemes that promise these excellent results and that you'll be a millionaire by 21, yet don't have a proven track record and claim it'll be through 100% passive. And that's just not the reality. And you gotta ask yourself, what's in it for the person giving me that information? And you really got to think long and hard about how this opportunity can make so much money yet require no work. So if that doesn't work, investing in cryptocurrencies or buying these expensive online courses to listen from, quote unquote gurus, then what actually does work to make money? Well, you can sort of divide it into three simple buckets on the active income scale. On the far left-hand side, we've got investing in, let's say, shares. And let's say you've managed to save up, $1,500 from part-time work or from some pocket money or whatever, and you invest that into the share market, and you get an 8% return on average as just a rough number. Then in 12 months time, you'll get a return of $120 on your $1,500. This is very little as far as being active in earning that income. You just simply pick the investment, invest the money. It's almost a set and forget, but not quite, because of course the market can go up and down. What happens if you need to sell, etc., etc. The second bucket, which is more down sort of the middle of the active income scale, this would be just something like working a normal job, working a side job on the weekends, whether it's in retail or hospitality, working a job at McDonald's. This kind of thing still requires, involvement and is active. And so therefore it sort of is more towards the middle of the active income scale. And then on the far right-hand side, that third bucket, you can sort of put in here, side hustles or side businesses that you might want to try and run, while you're at school or university and, trying to get ahead of your study or whatever it might be that you're trying to do. And the reason why this is more higher on the active income scale is because it requires more work. If you take your $1,500, right, which mentioned earlier, and you want to start a pressure washing business where you're going to pressure wash driveways in your neighborhood, well, you'll need to go ahead and buy all the equipment, and you'll actually have to go find the customers. And so whether it's door knocking or calling people in your neighborhood and actually going and sourcing that work, and then you actually, of course, have to go and deliver that service. Go over there, do the pressure washing, and collect payment, process the payment, put it into the bank, etc., etc. And so running a business is very much more intense than, of course, just working a job, and therefore is even more active when it comes to earning that income. Hence why it's up the far right-hand side of the active income scale. So the point is, and the big takeaway from today's video is, no such thing as free money, easy money, and 100% passive income. And if anyone is promising you that or telling you that that's possible, if you follow their process or invest in their particular investment opportunity, you've really got to start to question, what's in it for them and how does this actually make sense? And so the reality is, what you want to do is you want to work hard and find opportunities that do work, that that other people are doing and that are reliable and consistent and have been around for a long time, and go ahead and pursue those opportunities. But not only work hard, you of course want to work smarter as well, with both side by side. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos. Thank you.